Welcome to Landria Anka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an awesome life. I don't know why I'm laughing. There's a hurricane on its way up here. And I hope my plane goes out in time, because they're probably going to shut the airports down if it stays on its path. Oh well, I'll figure something out. As long as my house doesn't flood, I think we're going to be okay where I'm located. What did we sign up for? Seriously, what were we thinking when we came here? This is just crazy stuff, isn't it? Woo! Yeah, well, you know, it's going to be over just like that. So, boy, you better really have fun while you're here and appreciate even the challenges. So, I want to talk about what you do every day, like for a living. I want to talk, okay, I apologize for do you know how many times I get on here and I swear the lawn guys show up. I do my own lawn because I like to be outside. And they're going to be out there blowing, so my apologies, but I'm going to keep going, so hopefully that's not as loud as it sounds here. What are you doing for a living? So do you know we have, and I call it the big lie. I have a video on the big lie. The big lie is we're all walking around, and our goal is to make money and get to go on that vacation, or buy ourselves and our others nice things, and then retire and get to enjoy life. And we're like, work, 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 work to get to enjoy life. And the big lie is we're all lying to each other about everything. We can't talk to each other about things. We can't talk to each other about aliens. We can't tell our spouse that we hate our job, we hate our life. Maybe you don't even like having kids, but you could never say that. I don't want kids. I'm sorry I had kids. I'm an attorney or a doctor and I'm miserable. And yes, I'm making money, but I can't get out of it. And I don't want to tell anybody that I want to get out of it, because what I really want to do is go be a painter. And I don't care if I live in a shack. We don't tell each other this stuff. We live a lie. And we all go along with it. Go to school. Oh my God forbid you don't go to college and do what mom and dad want you to. My parents didn't encourage me to go to college. I wish they had. It's this whole system that doesn't work anymore, and we're living the big lie. Spouses don't tell each other what they're feeling and thinking. I don't want to do this. I want to do this, but I can't tell my spouse. Gee, I wish he would be nicer because he's not happy, but I'm not going to say anything because he's bringing the bread in. And what you really both want to say is, we're sick of living this life. And then sometimes people get divorced and they never really talk to each other about how they're feeling. I don't want to be in this situation anymore. I still love you. Can we do something different? Can we sell everything and move to Italy? That's what I'm going to do. Not now, I'm loving it here. But I'm going to do that. Guess what? By the way, you'll see at the end of the video. You'll see, just so you know, the stuff coming out here is Landria's inspiration. You can sign up, and every few days you just get little inspirational videos, little things to just keep you focused on expanding, manifesting abundance. And then I give you offers. I'm going to have courses and stuff I'll offer. What comes out at the end of the video over here, that pops out on two sides here, is my internet training course that I took that changed my life. And I'm going to tell you, there are so many people who are petrified to go learn this internet stuff. And I'm going to tell you what, in a few years, people are going to go, oh my God, why would you work a 9 to 5 when you can just learn this? And kids are starting to learn it. And they're starting to learn that the business is being run online. And we're petrified. You don't want to tell anybody you're doing this stuff. I love people do internet marketing. Oh, they don't talk about it, because that's not acceptable in society. Who cares? Guess what? I support myself extremely well, by the way. And I did it within 2 years. doing this internet marketing stuff, because what I'm doing is changes people's lives. I'm helping business owners stop working so hard, reaching global audiences, learning how the internet works, to go online to sell stuff instead of a store that nobody's going to on the corner. We're teaching people in their homes how they can stay in their homes and run businesses instead of having to go 9 to 5 or do something they hate. But we're so afraid to talk about this and expand. We're so afraid to go outside of that box. And I'm here to tell you right now that you can live a completely different life. You know what you want to do. And if you don't, you better sit down and think about it, because if you don't know, the universe doesn't know either. It's co-creating with you, and you can tell it anything you want. And it will work with you because it is you. You're it. You're doing it. This power that you have is reacting. I want you to think of that manifesting as this energy that you are. It's everything. It's everything. It doesn't stop. It doesn't end here or 10 feet. There's a heart math says, we send out vibes as individuals, but our energy is everything. So when you do something and you manifest, that's you. That's you. That's the power of you doing it. And when you raise your frequency, you connect to the higher vibration of you, which sends things that's more powerful, sends the more positive things, because it's generating the positive stuff. It's you. Start living a life that you want. What is stopping you? Are you so happy right now? No, I know you're on this channel because you're so happy and you've got everything and you're in bliss. You're in your castle on top of, in Kathmandu, meditating, feeding the poor and happy, and you've got it all. You got a yacht and everything, and you're helping other people. No, you're on here because there's something missing. You're either suffering, you've got the chatter in the head, or you're not manifesting the things that you want and you don't know why. And you're probably a really awesome, beautiful person. Of course you are, but I think you're probably putting that out there and you still don't know why things aren't working, because you still think you're limited and you're living a limited life. How do you change that? You're going to have to do stuff that's really uncomfortable. Really uncomfortable. I quit 25 years as an investment banker, a prestigious career. I had to let my Series 7 go in 66. Those are tough tests to take. Yay. Put down the blower. And I did it. I quit and I learned internet marketing and I wrote a book. And then I went and got a degree in interior design because I love to do that. And guess what? I got jobs as an interior designer. Don't want to do that for a living. Wasn't so fun when I had to do it, for people. But now I know. And I have a blast, and I have that degree, and I can do it anytime I want. The other thing is I wrote the book. Bestseller, got a couple of awards, and it's a movie. It's a movie. How does that happen? Now I have 2 more books that came out. One, I've got a producer, 2 producers looking at that. I got 3 more books coming out. I have no pressure to do it because I learned internet marketing and now I have money coming in that supports me. Yeah, I had a lot of work to do. I had to learn some technology stuff that was very uncomfortable. Big deal. It got me to my goals. It got to me my dreams. And people are afraid to do that. They're afraid to get uncomfortable, to go live the life. You're not going to get away with it. You're not going to get past that. That's what the journey's about. If you sat and ate bonbons all day, you'd be bored out of your brains. It's the fact that you have to go make the chocolate and do whatever and get the double boiler and get it right, get the recipe right, and then you have it and you go, I made these, aren't they great? People go, I want to buy those. It's all about all the steps and the things you go through, and when you really have to work hard at something, oh, it's so awesome. But people, they quit. They quit when it gets tough because they don't think we're supposed to have a challenge here. You don't have to suffer. Challenges are good. They're positive. It's like, I've sat and thought, oh, woo-wee, this is tough, and thought, nope, I'm going to get through this, take a break, get back to it. I'm going to remember. I'm going to look back and go, whew, man, I got through that internet marketing. There was a couple points when I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And guess what? People quit. And I went, yeah, bye. Because guess what? The competition playing field just lessened. You'll be back. Because now it's all automated for me, and people ran back to their 9-to-5s and realized you're not going to get out of it. You're going to have to make some tough decisions. You have to decide if it's worth going after. You have to be passionate about what you're going after. You have to know what that is. And not quit. Be persistent. Take the action, because the universe is constantly sending you opportunities all the time. All the time. And some of it seems very far-fetched. It's like, ooh, I can't do that. Why? Why? Because you're living a lie. Because you think that life is a certain way and you have to do certain things, and nobody's happy doing that anymore. They're miserable. People come to me all day long. Business owners who said, I don't want to do this anymore. They own their own companies and they're making a lot of money, coming to me and saying, I need another way. How do I get out of this? Guess what? You're not going to get out of a 9-to-5 unless you put it online. It's going to be automated. There's a tool for you. There's an option. You want to take it? Fine. If not, look at your other options. You want to volunteer for the rest of your life, and you don't need to make a lot of money. You want to work in Africa and do good things? Do it. What is stopping you? And don't say other people. If people love you, they will support. You will find a way to be responsible and a good person and still go after your dreams if that's what you need to do. A lot of people have made some very tough decisions. I'm not telling you to abandon your family. I think there's another way. People have picked up their entire families and moved to other countries, and the kids have benefited from it greatly. You have so many options. You have got to be okay with getting uncomfortable. And you do not have to live every day doing something you don't love. Because I guarantee you that's going to backfire on you someday. Even if you never get fired and you end up, retiring, you're going to look back and say, I just spent 30 years doing something I don't love. It's gone now. I can't take it back. Why was I so afraid to try something else? What would have been so terrible? Oh, my income. Guess what? You can make a good income. And even if you take a pay cut and you wake up happy every day, you'll end up making more money in the long run because you're loving what you're doing, and other things are going to come from that. I just launched a new company. Something I didn't expect because I opened myself up. And you can do the same thing. You just have to make a decision. And you know what the joke is? We're afraid to get uncomfortable, yet we're already uncomfortable. But you're uncomfortable in familiar turf, right? Isn't that why you stay where you are? It's familiar. Even being miserable is familiar. Complaining is familiar. Blaming other people for your circumstances, it's familiar. It makes it easier. Not going to make you happy. Only you can do that. Sending you light, love, health, wealth, abundance, prosperity, joy, and peace. Go get uncomfortable and start living that life you love. Namaste.